Is the time thing finally going to pay off for me? I don't know. I've been bitching about the time this whole time, but he's being pretty specific with his time.
Objection!
Maybe? No? Shit! God damn it. Forgive me, Your Honor, but you yourself just said that it does. Don't try to play mind games with me. Curses. It appears I have yet to adjust to being on this side of the courtroom. Okay, I'm thinking I'm still right on the piece of evidence. But maybe I'm presenting it on the wrong one. I was lying under my bedding with a white flash was blinding me. There was still some thunder. Let me try this one.
Objection!
No? Shit! Urgh. Ugh, my god, dude. I don't know. I don't know. This is bad. Okay. This is all bad. Okay. Alright, let me relook at my shit. Maybe I'm wrong. Found in Temple Hall. Maybe she dropped it. Map. Heavenly Hall's there. Definitely would have saw the bridge get shocked and on fire. I still say this matters. This definitely matters. Okay, Elise's autopsy. Okay. Courtyard where Elise Dolan was murdered. Taken from Dusky Bridge. Okay, god damn it, dude. I think I have the right item. I really do. None of these other items do anything for anything. I feel like the only item that does anything with what he says is this freaking thing, man. It's either that or it's something about Phoenix getting there right when he did. And I need to go back to that one, maybe? Never thought I'd get another chance to see something so big burning. I gotta think. Fire was pretty much out then anyways. Okay. So that's where it is. Okay. That's gotta be it. Maybe this is where I present the stupid weather report. Let's try it again. Here we go. Arrived at the bridge, blah, blah, blah. Let's try the weather report here. God damn it. Come on. Fucking shit. I should have just... Ugh. Alright. You are very... your very existence being a contradiction. I'm not sure if you can grasp it. Wow. That's fucked up, Edgeworth. What the hey, Edgy? You make me sound like some sort of alien, bro. But your testimony is conclusively contradictory. The problem here is time. There we go. I've never been the best timekeeper, you know. 3 minutes after Billy leaves on foot, you follow him on your bicycle. How long does it take for you to catch up with them? Terrible at those. This is much more simple. You saw the lightning strike Dusky Bridge, and immediately went to see what had happened. Is this correct? Yeah, well, I wasted about 5 minutes first, more or less. I have the weather data from the night of the murder here. According to this, the lightning fell at 10:45 p.m. You say it takes less than 5 minutes from the shack to the bridge. Meaning you probably got there at around 11 p.m. That all sounds about right, I guess. And then Nick showed up and did his falling act. That is impossible. What do you mean? 11 p.m. is when the murder occurred in Hazakura Temple. Thus, Wright was still there in the courtyard. There's no way that Larry could have encountered him at the Dusky Bridge at that time. Excuse me, I have an objection. Oh, God. You do? Edgy, how many times do I have to say this, man? I'm not Larry. I'm Larry Stoneham. It has not been proven that the murder occurred at 11 p.m. The sister only said around 11, in which case it could have been earlier than that. Watch your footing there, Miss Francisca. The slope ahead is slippery. Yeah, see, if the murder happened even earlier than that, then the times match up even less. So you can suck it, Von Karma. For there's still no way that Wright could have been at Dusky Bridge at 11. And why not? It is clearly written here in the weather data report. It took around 30 minutes for the bridge to burn out. Yeah, there we go. Therefore, the bridge must have been burning until at least 11:15 p.m. Which means what exactly? Wright did not see the bridge as it was burning that night. He did not arrive there until after the flames had died down. Larry, you arrived at the bridge at 11 p.m. Wright did not make it there until at least 11:15. Are you still trying to hide something from us? What happened during these missing 15 minutes? Bitch, you better fucking fess up.
I feel like I just woke up, man. I guess I was still sleeping after all. Pinch me.
He's protecting Iris is what he's doing. We know this. He fucking loves her, so he's gonna protect her to the ends of the earth, dude. That's what it is.
So, was a missing 15 minutes prior to meeting Phoenix Wright. I hardly see that as much of a problem.
Yeah, not much of a problem at all, man.
Really? The bridge is burning before your eyes, and there's a phone right next to it. Why, then, did you not report the accident? Did you simply watch the bridge burn? Well, yeah, some people just want to watch the world burn, duh. That is the problem here. Even after the bridge burnt out, he was still there. He simply stood there and didn't report anything.
That's what it sounds like.
This might be Larry we are talking about, but even he is incapable of being so stupid. There has to be a reason for his inaction. Yeah. Fess up, bitch.
Edgy. I think it's about time I got serious with you, dude.
Just as I thought. You've been playing with us all this time.
Listen, I'm gonna tell you everything. Are you sure you want to hear it all?
Yes.
I may really say it this time. Everything.
Then say it already.
Very well. I have a terribly bad feeling about this. However, let's have the witness finally give us the whole truth. Now, for this 15-minute gap, what were you doing, witness? All right. Let me guess. What I saw part 3? No, the missing 15 minutes. Okay, here we go.
I'm a donum. I'm an artist. What do you think I was doing, man? Sketching in front of the bridge. I was whipped up into a frenzy of art. The shock and awe that I was feeling, I transferred it all directly onto the page. Before I realized it, flames had gone out, and then he came running up.
Wait, what? You fucking painted the bridge while it was burning. That sounds like bullshit to me. Anyway, I suppose artists can be strange folk.
That's right. I'm willing to sacrifice everything in order to draw the perfect sketch.
Including the truth from the sound of it. Mr. Edgeworth, has this removed the last of your doubts? Not at all, Your Honor. One very large doubt still remains. And what would that be? This is a surprisingly believable story, especially considering the source. So why did he think he needed to hide it from us until now? I intend to drag the reason out of him. So suck it.
You'll regret this, Edgy.
Whoa. Oh yeah? We'll see about that. Fucking Larry's threatening Edge. We'll see about that, Edge. Miles. Anyway, he's not a donum. Just press him on everything. Tell us, Larry.
My name is Larice, alright? Get it right. Mistakes like that are what keep you from being popular with the ladies like I am. Wait, what?
No, dude. Not at all. Just who exactly are you?
I'm Larice Donum, dude. Apprentice extraordinaire.
That's what he calls himself in any case. Then you are an artist.
Of course, man. I'm an artist. The real thing.
Yet again, that's what he calls himself.
Names mean nothing. There is only one issue I care to discuss. What were you doing?
That is a very big issue indeed. What were you doing, sir?
Hold it!
Painting a picture of the bridge. Sketching the burning bridge.
The burning bridge and everything that came with it, dude.
What came with it?
You want to hear this from my lips, do you, Edgy? You'll regret this. That sketch of mine is...
Enough. Just take that ridiculous sketch of yours out already, witness.
What are you talking about? I don't know what you mean.
That does indeed appear to be the fastest solution. I'll leave it to you, Mr. Edgeworth. What should I do? I've got a terrible feeling that the instant this sketch is revealed, the entire world may be changed by what is depicted there. I doubt it. With Larry being who he is, I'm thinking he painted something ridiculous. So let's see what he... There's something in the sketch that he painted that's gonna like... Alright, alright. $1 million. He drew the snowmobile in the picture. Got it? That's my guess. That's gonna be the giveaway. But let's see if he even drew a picture in the first place. Anyway, Larry, I wonder if you could show us your sketch, please.
Well, even I couldn't have imagined it'd turn out like this.
Imagine what?
That Larice Donum's debut would take place here, today, like this, man. Ouch, 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 ouch.
Show it now!
Okay, but steel yourselves.
Roll to steal yourselves. What the fuck? There's a girl that's fucking flying with flames. What? What? Why is there a flaming girl flying? What? What? Larry. I mean, besides the fact that this looks like it was drawn by like a first grader with crayons. Actually, those flames are pretty good, I'm not going to lie. And so is the flaming girl. But why is there a flaming girl that's flying? What? I'm so confused. The fuck?
Well, so this is Dusky Bridge, correct? Quite a large bridge, isn't it? Your response, Ms. Von Karma?
Yes, well, it's a better drawing than I expected.
Isn't it? Isn't it? I struggled to reproduce those flames. I really did.
Yes, I'm sure you did.
This is gonna get ugly. No one has the bravery to bring it up, it seems. This mysterious flying object. Larry.
What?
The burning bridge is fine, but what is that unfortunate-looking figure?
Ah, you spotted that? I thought you might.
However much I might want to ignore it, I can't.
It's Iris, of course. Iris. I wish she'd take better care of herself. We'd have to plan for our future, you know? What would have happened to her if she'd injured herself flying like that?
What? What? What is happening? Larry, please answer this next question honestly.
Okay.
Are you really claiming to have seen this? Are you claiming to have seen the silhouette of the defendant flying over a bridge that was engulfed in flames?
Yep, that's what I saw. That's why I drew it, man. I'm an artist, a real artist.
Are you...
Hi?
Oh. Are you high?
The girl, she's really high up in this picture.
Oh, sorry. Is that I like how they worded that. Are you high? Nice. Wow, hilarious.
What was that for?
This is all a bad dream. I was hitting you on the cheek to test that theory.
Please whip your own cheek from now on if you wish to test your wild theories. Anyway, no court of law will ever acknowledge that people can fly.
Actually, there is some precedent for this.
She was flying pretty high, my sweet Iris. She was about 30 feet above the bridge at least, man. It was really something to see.
This has to be some kind of a mistake. Mr. Edgeworth, please bring the witness back down to earth.
What? Me?
This witness is your friend, is he not?
Accessory to foolishness, Miles Edgeworth.
Let us get back to the cross-examination, by force if necessary. Mr. Edgeworth, I expect you to expose the obvious contradiction here.
Yes, Your Honor. Looks like I've got another reason to remember this moron.
Well, what'd you think of my debut piece, man?
Get that thing away from me!
Oh my god, dude, this has been amazing.
Now, hurry up and cross-examine him.
Alright. Where'd I leave off? That's the one I just pressed on. Let's press on everything else first. Oh, he added this to his thing. I saw Iris flying, her white hood fluttering. She didn't have her hood on! Oh my god, okay. Just where did you see this sight from?
Hey, no need to shout, man. When I was lying in bed at that rundown shack, the crack of the lightning bolt made me realize that the bridge was burning, man. I just watched it for a while from there, thinking how nicely it was burning. Then after about 5 minutes, I saw it.
The defendant flying?
That's right. That's when I decided to go to the bridge.
I see. That all makes sense. Aside from the sketch itself.
Of course. Yes, this sketch doesn't make any sense. I just need to convince the artist that his work is ludicrous. Ludicrous. Okay. Well, let's keep pressing everything till we're done here. You transferred everything directly onto the page, and that is the sketch here?
Yep, sensational, isn't it? Or should that be scandalous? It put my mind at ease anyway.
It did.
That's right. The reason she didn't come to me, even though I waited for her, was because she was trapped on the other side of the bridge, man. Could it be that Iris? undertook that dangerous, desperate flight in order to reach me? That's gotta be it, man. Alright, go me!
Oh my god. I said nice, and then he ouched him.
Continue, please.
Wow, this changes my entire thought process. Well, I shouldn't say that, all of it. But this definitely changes how I don't know how everything happened that night now. Why the fuck would he see anybody flying? Nobody's got magical powers, do they? Like, literal flying magical powers? There's got to be some way to get across, then, that can be done from the air. That's all I keep thinking. Anyway, let's press for now. We'll worry about that when we get there. You forgot the passage of the time to that extent, did you?
Well, once I got caught up in something, I tend to forget everything else.
That's true. He's always been that way. Guess he's not lying about that, at least.
Phoenix Wright appeared on the scene after 11:15. If he was drawing until then, that dispels all doubts.
Aside from doubts of his humanity, eh?
There is a big clue waiting for me in this cross-examination. This testimony does nothing less than mock the court. But I am sure that there is a vital kernel of truth hidden in it somewhere. Alright, well, I'm going to go with the fact that she was wearing the hood. Because she wasn't wearing the hood, dude. I'm going to hope that this is it. I'm not going to save it because I'm already... Well, you know what? I don't mind saving it here. We're not completely dead in the water yet. I was thinking we were like closer to like one hit and we're dead. But you know what? I'll take a chance. I won't be a bitch about it. If I fuck up, I fuck up. Simple as that. Boom. Nailed it. Larry, what did you really see that night? Not that I particularly care.
In your position, that's just being irresponsible, man. I drew exactly what I saw. I'll give you a whole $1 if that is the truth.
A whole $1. If that is truly the case, then there's one thing that we can say for certain.
What might that be?
That the person who flew over the bridge could not have been the defendant Iris.
What? What do you mean, dude? I don't understand.
What? A foolhardy folly of the foolish statement by an equally foolish foolhardy fool. How exactly can you make this claim?
Tell us, Larry, according to this picture, the individual whom you say you saw was wearing a hood, correct?
Of course she was. That rundown shack is quite away from the bridge, man. The hood is what told me that this floating angel was my Iris. The hood is my darling Iris. And Iris is my darling hood. What?
It seems there are bigger fools in this world than the one at the defense's bench.
Larry, there's something you need to be made aware of. On the night of the murder, Iris wasn't wearing her hood. She had given it to Wright as a gift. Are you going to change your story now? Perhaps suggest it was Wright who took flight? Yeah, really though.
What are you talking about, man?
I think you understand what I mean just fine.
Why did Nick have Iris's hood, man? Edgy, what's going on with Iris and Nick, man? Why you, Nick, you dog?
He's just jealous now. Now he's gonna fucking spill all his beans. Watch. That Butts voice is kind of killing me though. Anyway,
I do believe that this unbelievably mysterious sketch is destined to disappear, discredited, and discarded. Straight into the garbage. Wow.
What is it now, witness?
It feels like I've been waiting 25 years for this very day to come, man. Edgy, today is the day I get to completely stupefy you, man.
what?
What is the meaning of your outburst, witness?
I hate to have to do this, but I have some definitive evidence.
Oh shit. Definitive?
Evidence?
Iris did indeed come flying over the burning bridge, man. And I, Larry Stoneham, shall prove it.
Okay. What do you got, bro?
I didn't expect to ask this again, but we shall be needing your testimony once again. Tell us anything you know concerning the defendant as depicted in this sketch, and show us your evidence that this nightmare was actually a reality.
Okay, hope you're ready, Edgy. Because I'm going to feed you a whopping serving of pain.
You've been serving us a whopping serving of pain this whole time. Trust me. Alright, one more time. Proof that Iris flew. Here we go.
When I reached Dusky Bridge, man, she was already gone. I was so worried, so I frantically searched all over for her, man. That led me to finding a beautiful crystal sphere half buried in the snow.
Huh. Okay.
I'm sure that Iris was simply wearing a spare hood. After all, no one else could have lost a crystal sphere that night.
Why not?
A crystal sphere?
This one. Pretty, isn't it? But finders keepers.
That sphere, where did you find it?
Let me see. Around here somewhere? Looks about right.
And it was half buried in the snow.
It had pretty much stopped snowing by then, but there was still some falling on as I walked to the bridge.
The court accepts this crystal sphere.
That's mine, okay? I want it back afterward.
There's something on it, isn't there?
Yeah, fucking blood, dude.
Oh my, it's blood. It's a blood stain.
What? A blood stain? Yeah, there's a blood stain on the crystal sphere, dude. Oh my god.
You ready, Edgy? By tomorrow morning, you'll be calling me Master Larry. Yeah, I like the sound of that. No one's gonna push me around anymore.
Didn't you want to be called the Reese Donum only a few minutes ago? Seriously. Larry don't know what the fuck he wants anymore, man. He's crazy. He crazy, man. He crazy. Oh my god, dude, this is awesome. This is way better than the one where he was trying to remember what he remembered for the Nessie thing, for the Loch Ness Monster thing way back in the first game. Way better than that. This is way better testimony. But anyway. So you went to the burning bridge.
That's right, to meet Iris. She actually flew to get to me, man. The least I could do is meet her halfway.
But the defendant was not at the bridge when you got there, as you say.
I guess she went back to Azakura Temple. She's a girl, after all. She must have wanted to look her best.
It must be lovely to live in the fantasy land of Larry's mind. Actually, it's so depressing that I can't even work up the energy to the point. Can't even work up the energy to point. Okay.
So, what did you do next?
Okay, let's press him again.
Hold it!
So you searched all over for her.
She was flying pretty high, you know. I thought maybe she slipped on her landing and got hurt. Hey, it was more than possible. Also, when I headed out to the shack for the first time, I was snacking on a banana. I was pretty sure I threw the peel away somewhere around there, so, you know.
Can one guy really be this stupid? So did you find any signs of her so-called landing?
I don't really remember. I kept on falling over myself and kind of lost it for a while there.
You fell over yourself?
Yeah, the snow was deep, and there was even a banana peel out there.
Are you fucking kidding me? Yep, there's stupid, and then there's Larry Butts.
The short of it is that you didn't find any signs of her landing, correct? Then what happened next?
Okay. That led me to finding a beautiful crystal sphere half buried in the snow. Okay. Half buried.
It was sitting in the snow with a little gathered on top of it. It was very hard to spot, actually. I mean, it was dark out, too.
I'm impressed. You did well to find it.
No matter what you may think when you look at me, I'm a pro, a genius security guard. I used a pen light I borrowed from my company to help in my search.
He said borrowed with quotes, by the way.
And it sparkled really brightly, as if it was saying, "Here I am," to me.
Okay. It does indeed look very much like the crystal sphere on Iris's hood. But need I remind you that she was not wearing her hood that night? Okay, she was wearing a spare hood is what you're saying. Each nun is assigned their own hood, and they are assigned only one.
I don't know anything about that, okay? And Iris is special, alright, dude? Even if she did steal a spare hood, I'll forgive her.
Huh, this is getting us nowhere. Our destination for the day, it seems.
However, this crystal sphere was found near the bridge. That is a fact. If it didn't come from a hood, where could it have come from?
That is the question I aim to answer. I actually have a good idea where that came from, but I'll get to it in a tech. Let's go ahead and press the last one. I'm pretty sure I know where that sphere came from. Let me confirm this one last time, Larry. The reasons you thought that this was Iris are the hood and this crystal sphere, correct?
That's right, my gut is never wrong. I met that old bikini the next morning, and her crystal sphere was still there, safe and sound.
Indeed. She was wearing it in this very room earlier today.
This case isn't going to end without a fight. Exposing the obvious contradictions in this testimony will be easy, but I fear that all that awaits us are further mysteries. Agreed. Agreed. Alright, so I'm pretty sure it was somebody else who lost it, and I'm pretty sure I know who. Check the sphere. Check this out. You see that? You see this? You see this? You see it? You see it? You see the details? It just looks like a question mark with no gems on it. Well, if you look at the picture of her, whoever she is, boom, big purple sphere, boom, nailed it. Consider it nailed, bitch. I'm gonna save it anyways, but consider that shit on point. Now, I'm thinking a big thing that we need to check is whose blood is on there, although we can probably assume it's Miss Donham's because, well, she's the one that's dead. But that also makes it interesting because why is the sphere way the fuck over there when she was bleeding out and dead in the courtyard? Also, why is the sphere over there anyways? Was she the one who was flying? And why the fuck is anyone flying? There's still so many questions. Anyway, let's present the damn staff. Larry. That night, there was someone who lost a crystal sphere.
There was? Who? Who's the stupid idiot?
Oh god, here we go. Ms. Elise Donham, the mentor to a stupid idiot. The victim? I have a photo of her here. Owned. And on the end of her staff, you can see a familiar-looking crystal sphere.
Hey, that's my photograph. Give it back, man. Ouch.
A crystal sphere like that is quite easy to find. I have one just like it on my brooch.
They look nothing alike, dummy. In any case, please take a look at this. This is the victim's staff found at the scene of the crime.
Ah, the crystal sphere. It's gone.
Oh.
Just what does this mean?
Anyone jumped or flew across the bridge that night. It certainly was not Iris, after all. She was not wearing her hood. More importantly, the crystal sphere found at the landing site was not hers either. Double no.
That means the one who flew and dropped the sphere was the victim, Ms. Elise Donham.
True that.
A fool alongside another fool on a fool's errand to reach a foolish conclusion. First of all, this sketch, which I prefer to call a scribble, is ridiculous. People cannot fly, thus it is rejected.
You can't do that. I saw it with my own two.
And with this crystal sphere, this is nothing more than a red herring.
You honestly believe that?
Give it some thought, and I'm sure you'll realize it is well, Miles Edgeworth. Elise Donham was in her room on the night of the murder. There was no reason for her to go to Dusky Bridge. Therefore, this sphere cannot be related to this case. That is all.
Bitch, please. Miss Francisca Von Karma, the only people who will accept that explanation are scatterbrains and clowns.
Why are you pointing at me, man?
The victim's crystal sphere was found near the bridge on the night of her murder with somebody's blood on it, maybe hers. Yet you expect us to believe that this case has nothing to, or that you expect us to believe that this has nothing to do with the case.
That crystal sphere, it was probably thrown away at the bridge after the murder.
After the murder?
There is blood on the crystal sphere, isn't there? This naturally suggests that it was thrown away after the murder took place. The killer placed it there to throw the investigation off the scent. The same reason that he drew that ridiculous sketch.
Huh. That certainly is possible, but very doubtful.
What? You mean I'm the killer? No!
Enough joking. Just when did this crystal sphere appear near the foot of the bridge? Unless this can be proven in some way, I refuse to believe this is related to the case.
She makes a valid point. There is no evidence that Elise Donham left Hazakura Temple that night. However, if somehow this crystal sphere can be proven to have been dropped before the victim was killed, then this case is going to be transformed into something else entirely. Which is what I completely expected with this shit, because we have no idea what actually went down at this point. Anyway.
Your response, Mr. Edgeworth. I want your final opinion on the disposition of this crystal sphere. If it is not related to the case, then this witness who you called will have been nothing more than a monumental waste of time.
Prepare yourself for some very appropriate punishment, Miles Edgeworth.
Can I prove it? Can I prove that the crystal sphere was dropped before the murder took place? I have no idea. I'm assuming I can. Otherwise, why would they pose this question to me at this point? Because if I say impossible, then he's useless, and then what, right? Can I prove that the crystal sphere was dropped before the murder took place? I mean, can I? Can I? Can I? Can I? Can I? I don't know if I have evidence to do that, man. I'm gonna say yes and let's see what let me see. Can I prove it? That isn't the issue. Simply prove it. That's the only option. That's what he'd do. That's the way Phoenix Wright would do this. Your Honor, allow me to prove something to you. I will prove that this crystal sphere is a vital link to solving this case.
You will do what?
That look in your eyes. You remind me of Phoenix Wright when he is cornered.
That should come as no surprise, because right now I am Phoenix Wright, and I am indeed cornered. Nice.
I order you to present your evidence, Mr. Edgeworth.
Wait, what? Evidence that proves the crystal sphere was indeed dropped before the murder? Why would you show that? Huh. 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 Shit. Evidence that proves that the crystal sphere was indeed dropped before the murder. Okay. Shit. What do I have? Carried by Ellie Stoneham when she was alive. Has her fingerprints on it. Okay. Doesn't seem to have anybody else's fingerprints on it, I guess. Apparent murder weapon. Blah, blah, blah. Has suspect's fingerprints. Blah, blah, blah. No one cares. Shows Misty Faye. Don't care about that right now. Received from before lights out. Blah. Found in the main hall. Hazakura Temple in the surrounding area. I like how we have... the map is getting filled in as we go. I like this. We still haven't proven where the snowmobile is. Take place before the murder? Before the murder. Huh. Probably not that one. Probably not that one. Before the murder. 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 Do I really have nothing? Before the murder. Wait. Before the murder. Found half covered in snow. Okay. The snow stopped before 11. That's it. That's exactly it. But the question is, do we present the stone or the sphere? Or do we present the weather? Because what we know is that the snow stopped before 11. And that means that if it was half covered in snow, that it happened during the time when it was still snowing, at least partially. So do we just present this and then go from there, or do we present the weather? I'm just going to present it and see what happens. Okay. This crystal sphere, it was half buried in snow, correct? There we go. I'm on the right track. Good, good, good. That's right. If it hadn't stopped snowing, then it would have been game over. The snow would have totally covered it, bruh. That's all I needed to hear from you, Larry. Your testimony makes one thing quite clear.
What?
When the crystal sphere was dropped, it was snowing, even if it was ever so slightly.
Snowing?
On the other hand, let us look at the scene of the murder. Yep. Okay, yes, and the snowing was done by then. Okay, so that makes sense. So I have that right. I had the snow thing. Okay, so I'm glad I thought of that. Jeez, I was really racking my brain for a minute there. I thought I was going to be off track, but really, I've been on track this whole time. I've been pretty good with this case so far. Anyway, As proven earlier today, there is no snow on the victim's body. Oh, yes indeed. Therefore, the crystal sphere must have been dropped before the murder.
What?
Yeah, we got it. We're good.
Order!
On the night of the murder, the victim did indeed go to Dusky Bridge, and there, something occurred that caused this crystal sphere to come loose.
What? What could that have been?
This sphere. There is some blood on it, isn't there? Yeah, that's true. So it fell off there, and she got stabbed there. Or something like that. Allow me to raise a certain possibility at this junction. The real crime scene was near the foot of Dusky Bridge. Damn right.
The murder didn't take place in the Hazakura Temple courtyard. Only a fool would suggest such foolish piece of absolute foolishness.
Just who is the fool, and which part is so foolish, Ms. Von Karma?
Have you been paying any attention this whole time, Miles Edgeworth? The sister saw everything. She saw the victim being killed by the defendant in the Hazakura Temple courtyard.
That's not exactly true now, is it? To put it more precisely, what she saw was the murder weapon being removed from the victim's body. That is what she said.
That's the same thing.
No, it isn't. You said it yourself.
Very little blood is actually lost at the moment of a blade's insertion. If you want to talk about when the most blood would be lost from the body, that would be when the blade is removed.
Exactly. If that statement is the truth, then Dusky Bridge could have very easily be the scene of the murder. The murder weapon was not removed, thus there was no bleeding. Owned.
You are forgetting one vital thing, Miles Edgeworth. Elise Stonham's body was found in Hazakura Temple. On foot, it takes 15 minutes to travel from Dusky Bridge to Hazakura Temple.
And that's what the snowmobile was probably used for. Whoever killed her, or at least stabbed her, either she drove herself back, or drove her dying ass back over to the temple. So suck on that.
You mean to suggest someone carried the body all that way?
I don't need to suggest that they carried it. That's what the snowmobile was for. I've made it this far. The only place to take this is to the end. I just need to prove the possibility it happened as I presume.
Now, if the defense is ready, the court would like to have an explanation. Please show us the method by which the victim's body was killed.
I got it already, dude. I'm assuming just the snowmobile picture will suffice. Suck it. Oh, I got this. I'm not even gonna save it. I don't know if I can save it anyways, but anyway. On that snowy night, there is one way that a body could have been moved. The snowmobile. Oh, yeah! As we know, the snowmobile was used that night. It was explained as having been used to dispose of the murder weapon, but it could also have been used to carry a body. This is feeling real good right now.
Order!
This is completely unacceptable, Miles Edgeworth. You've dug yourself into your own grave.
Wait, what? What do you mean?
The only one who could have used the snowmobile was the defendant. She's the one who moved the body. Doesn't that put the final nail in your coffin?
You're too late, Franziska von Karma. And in fact, the defense has proven something else entirely. We have shown that this case requires further investigation. Yeah!
What?
Where was the victim, Elise Stoneham, really killed? If her body was moved, whatever for? And finally, just what does this image mean? Yeah, why the fuck do we even think somebody was flying? I want to know.
Do you even need to think about that? Such a creature could never see the truth, let alone describe it.
This witness certainly sits on one of the lowest possible branches of humanity. However, he would never utter a lie that could hurt a girl with whom he is enamored. He drew this, so it is something that actually happened. The defense stands firm on this point.
Edgy, thank you.
That settles it then. I cannot give a verdict under these circumstances.
Right. I seem to have fulfilled my part in this. It is just as I thought. Franziska von Karma, you make a wonderful partner.
Excuse me?
There was one reason and one alone for me being here. To expose the darkness lurking in this case, and then pass it on to Wright.
Really? That's what this is all about? You could have just told me that from the very beginning, man. Then I wouldn't have had Francie whipping up.
Miles Edgeworth, I don't care about what you were here to do. This was my chance to finally grind you under my heel.
A shame that your chance seems to have slipped by you.
What a shame. What a shame.
He called her Francie.
This is all your fault. Such a terrible witness. You are an affront to all the legal system. I demand satisfaction.
Oh, Jesus. Is there going to be a Larry left when this is over? Damn.
I cannot believe that the witness's testimony relates to an actual event. However, there has to be some sort of answer for the questions it raises. Have his words here today been the truth or lies? Next time we gather in this courtroom, those are the matters that shall be addressed. I am counting on your thorough investigations by both the defense and the prosecution.
And with this, the rest is up to you, right?
Court is now adjourned.
So wait, I thought Wright wasn't going to be out for 2 days. Is he going to be back in the next part? Really? And is he going to take over already? Like, he's going to take his spot on the defense side already? Is that really going to happen? Anyway, I'm not going to worry about it too hard. I thought we were going to get to Maya before we got to Wright, because it said 1 day, 2 day. Maybe it's all going to... I don't know. I'm just going to stop talking about it. We'll just let it happen as the rest goes. My God, dude, that was a fun-ass trial. I'm not going to lie. That was good times. I'm so glad I hit most of those without too much thought. I really didn't get stuck too hard on anything. I was overthinking it more than anything. I was really on point with my fucking like thought process on this one. I'm really proud of myself on that one. Didn't get stuck too hard on anything, and nothing was too confusing. I pretty much made sense of it all, other than the stuff that obviously only raised more questions, which hopefully we'll start getting some more pieces to the puzzle in the next episode. I'm really excited to see where the whole spirit medium thing comes into this, because you know we're going to get to that. It has to be, right? I mean, who's possessing who? Who is who? Who's going to be controlling who? Who's going to be possessed by who? It's like, I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm curious to see. Somebody, with all these spirit mediums involved here, I shouldn't say all these. We have one confirmed spirit medium in Maya, or two actually. We can't forget about Pearl in this situation either, who's still missing as well. So 2 spirit mediums who we know can do it. We have Elise Donham, who I suspect is Misty, and if she is Misty, she can also be a spirit medium channeling someone. And then there's the mystery of the fat lady and Iris. They work at this channeling place. Can they channel people and we don't know? That's something I've actually been holding off on asking, but I think we're at a point where I'm okay asking that question. Again, all my speculations are just speculations, and if you confirm or deny them, I will find you, and it will not be pleasant. Alright, enough of that. Next time on Let's Play Ace Attorney, Trials and Tribulations, we continue the investigation. I'm excited. I'm very excited. So, I'll see you guys then. Peace!